Today let us look stowing away in the wheel well of an airplane is a dangerous and extreme and desperate act. Here are 10 potential reasons why someone might attempt this perilous journey to get into the United States. Is it to escape from persecution because the individual may be fleeing political, religious, or ethnic persecution in their home country, seeking asylum in the United States as a place of safety and refuge? Or is it to escape from war or conflict? Do you think they may be escaping war, violence, or armed conflict in their home country and seeking a safer environment in the United States where they hope to rebuild their life? Possible trying to escape economic hardship. Could they be facing extreme poverty or unemployment? The person might view stowing away as their only chance to reach a country with more economic opportunities for a better life. Do they desire a better life and could be seeking a brighter future, drawn to the United States by its reputation for prosperity, freedom, and opportunities for education and advancement? I am looking at this situation while trying to put myself in the position of these individuals. The action of placing yourself in the wheel well of the aircraft is called stowaways. These are individuals who attempt to travel in the landing gear compartment, also known as the wheel bay or undercarriage of an aircraft. Research shows that it is a 76% fatality rate. Please remember to subscribe and share this video. So let's continue to examine the possible causes. Is it that wanting to reuniting with family members? Someone may be desperate to reunite with family members who already reside in the United States and feel that stowing away is the only way to be with loved ones, not taking into consideration that they might not arrive in a state to hug your loved ones. Avoiding deportation or detention. If someone has the fear of being detained or deported, they may attempt to stow away to evade legal authorities. Seeking refuge from domestic abuse. Individuals fleeing abusive relationships or domestic violence may feel they have no choice but to take the risk in order to escape their situation and find safety in the United States. Finally, could it be a hope for a fresh start? The feeling of being trapped in a cycle of despair or hopelessness. Some individuals may believe that reaching the United States will provide them with an opportunity to start over and leave behind a difficult past. This level of desperation or lack of alternatives leads to extreme decisions. I can only imagine that these circumstances can be best understood by the persons in the situation. The desire to stow away might seem to such individuals as the only possibility left to enter the United States, especially when other migration routes are blocked or unavailable. Regardless of the reason, stowing away on an airplane is incredibly dangerous and illegal, with high risks including death, severe injury, and arrest. Well, my friends, traveling in an airplane's well is not very enticing at all to me. I think it's extremely dangerous and desperate act. Let us look at some main reasons why it could be considered to be a perilous journey. The wheel well is located in the lower part of the airplane's undercarriage, and at high altitudes, temperatures in the wheel well can drop as low as -45 degrees Celsius. At these temperatures, hypothermia can set in very quickly, especially without any protective clothing or insulation. When the plane ascends to cruising altitude, the air pressure and oxygen levels decrease dramatically. In the cargo hold or wheel well, the oxygen levels can drop significantly, leading to hypoxia, which can cause dizziness, confusion, and loss of consciousness. There is also the risk of falling. The wheel well is an exposed area, and stowaways are at risk of falling out during takeoff, flight, or landing. The wheel well area is designed for the storage of landing gear, not for human travel. There are no safety measures, such as seats or restraints, to protect the individual. Additionally, the mechanical parts of the landing gear may shift or engage during takeoff and landing. There is also the risk of decompression. If there is any pressure loss or cabin decompression during the flight, the stowaway in the wheel well would be exposed to the same low-pressure environment as the rest of the exterior of the plane. This could lead to rapid loss of consciousness. The longer the flight is, the more dangerous the journey becomes. Lack of emergency support must be considered, as stowaways are not detected until after the plane lands or if an issue is noticed in flight. There are no resources such as medical assistance available in the wheel well, and the individual would have no way to signal for help. The wheel well is exposed to the outside elements during flight. and at speeds of up to 500 miles per hour the wind chill and shear force would be intense, further increasing the chances of frostbite, hypothermia, or other severe injuries. During takeoff and landing are particularly dangerous phases of flight for a stowaway in the wheel well. During takeoff, the person is exposed to intense G-forces that can cause them to lose their grip or balance. During landing, the gear mechanism can also shift. The survival rate for stowaways traveling in the wheel well is incredibly low. According to reports, of the roughly 1,000 people who attempt to stow away on planes each year, only about 25% survive the journey. For example, out of the 127 attempts recorded by the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration between 1947 and 2017, only 24 individuals survived. In my conclusion, attempting to stow away in an airplane's wheel well is an act of extreme desperation, and the chances of survival are extraordinarily low. This video is intended to inform and educate on the risks involved in stowing away in an airplane wheel well compartment.